Okay, this is next to Some+Commentary, and we're back with Duke Nukem Total Meltdown TC. I'm gonna mute my phone just to make sure that there are no inconvenient phone calls or anything. But with that out of the way, it's time to hit Toxic Dump. So yeah, this is episode 1, level 4. Heavily water-influenced map. And random little fact, if you press these switches too early and you dive through the hatch, there's a chance that you might get squished. So you want to avoid that, because the game does not know where to spawn you when you do that. 31 pipe bombs. And also, probably some of you have probably noticed that the Octobrains, they look slightly different in this version. I guess maybe a little bit intimidating, I guess. But this area is where you want to use your pistol. So pistol is quite good. It's fairly accurate weapon, as you can see. You can literally take targets out from ridiculous distances. And how did you get here? Well, in case you missed that part, you can always play back the video a couple of seconds. And this is the first secret. Oh yeah, and I totally forgot about that one other secret, which I'm probably gonna show you in a... Jesus. Now that one... But this is very handful secret to RPG rounds, and that's usual stuff with Duke Nukem Total Meltdown, you know. Things looking a little bit out of place, that's all normal. And this is a little bit of an optional secret, which kind of like allows you to access this place with alternative means. Right, and with that, let's get secret number 4 with a chain gun. And this is the fun part. We're gonna need some pipe bombs around here. And as I said, this map is, it has the highest count of secrets in any of Duke Nukem 3D, with a total of 14 secrets. And of course that friggin' assault trooper, yeah, he's not coming back to life anymore. And usually you would, take this, but why bother? Because you can always strafe jump your way into glory. So, strafe jumping rocks. And secret number 5. And secret number 6 is coming briefly. Press that one, and this is secret number 6. To make sure that nobody is coming back to life. And I think, yeah, there was one assault trooper. And then there's this... I hate this part. But fortunately there is, if you have steroids, you can't be shrunk when you use them. Like that, so it's like, yeah, that's pretty cool. And that's usually the kind of stuff that you would expect to see in multiplayer, where like somebody's trying to shrink you and stuff. So that comes a little handy there. But, and also it works out when you would be shrunk. Also by, like, protector drones and stuff, but those guys do not appear in this game, so that's not really gonna be a problem. Jesus. Right, let's make sure that there are no wandering enemies. And this is a little bit of a backtrack secret that takes you back to the beginning, so if you need something, you can always backtrack. Jesus. Let's take care of these guys, and then there's that secret with portable medkit and stuff. And if you are in a hurry and you want to get out of this map as quickly as you can, then there's always this. But since I'm a completionist, I don't want to do that, and I can't do it. And I think there's an Octobrain somewhere, if I could only find him, that is. There you are. And I'm quite sure that there should be a second Octobrain, yeah. Because if there are usually kills that you're gonna miss, they're most likely these two. So that should be most of it. Press that one. And then there's this little door that takes you back here. So a little bit of a backtrack thing, but this is important. Just go only when you see that little bit of a kind of like rock wall texture, because otherwise if you go, you will die. And funny thing, I thought these were sloped on PC, but here they're not. Quite interesting. And I think there was another little bit of a sloped thing that was... actually, I think that was sector that was not sloped from this map. And this is another secret. So yeah, it's actually this area right here, because on PC these were sloped sectors. So I don't know what is exactly the reason behind it. Maybe some technical things, who knows? Jesus Christ, why all of you have to like do that? Really? Thanks? No thanks? Yeah, that's the perfect way of wasting your health. And I actually did waste my armor completely, but Jesus. And this is not a secret, but it's worth visiting. But if you fail, you will die. So keep that in mind. And I think there was a medkit around here, maybe? Yeah. So now we have to do this. And that's also kind of dangerous because you can fall off and get squished by this two things, so you don't want that to happen. But fortunately we do get two atomic healths again, and soon we're about to hit the secret map. Yeah, you should do that. Fair enough. And that's the secret map. Secret exit, rather. There's not a secret map yet. Jesus Christ, why this keeps, skipping that intermission? I really hate it when the game does that. I wasn't even pressing anything. But yeah, Toxic Dump, it's a little bit more difficult map because you have those grinding gears, you can get squished, lots of Octobrains, lots of underwater, and which can lead into a little bit confusing situations if you don't know how the map works. But then again, there's this little bit of a masked wall and stuff, so you can kind of like that masked wall with a teleporter in that canyon area where you can just, go straight for either of the exits that you want. So it's like, whether it's the normal nuke button and there's the green nuke button, which is a secret nuke button. So there's always the quick way out if you need it. But As you can see, it was a very generous map. Tons of secrets, tons of health, so it's like, even like, the map itself is being very complex and stuff, it still gives you a lot of stuff. So lots of explosives, lots of ammo, and I think there were actually 3 of those scuba gear power-ups, or inventory items. This is not Doom, so they are not power-ups. Because I play Doom more than I do play Duke 3D. And yeah, as I said, there were some other differences as well, such as, a couple of those sectors were not sloped. The reason why that is the case remains a mystery to me. I don't know, maybe some technical stuff possibly, or maybe they just weren't sloped for some reason. I don't know what that is. But either way, that's one of the differences with the map. But most of the other differences were not really. They were kind of like a little bit more, well, to be honest, there weren't any other different technical differences that I could think of at the moment, that is. But yeah, that's all about Toxic Dump, and then we're gonna move on to the secret map, which you can see right here, which is Launch Facility. So yeah, thanks for watching and see you around.